We welcome everyone to the Carl Lynch Activity Center here, where the red-hot Dartmouth Indians set up shop to play their conference rivals, the Brockton Boxers. We welcome you all to this telecast of Dartmouth High Volleyball on Dartmouth Community Media. I'm Ben Smith with Will Bouvier. So, Will, great matchup today, right?
Yes, Dartmouth is currently 8-2, and they are playing the Brockton Boxers. It should be an exciting matchup. We'll see what happens.
So, another notable player is junior Haley Jenkins. I think she got nominated by the Standard Times. Like, she was one of the nominees for Player of the Week, you know. You got some notes today, right?
Yes, of course. One thing to note, Dartmouth senior captains Ava Crane and Lauren Augusto will be playing their final Dig Pink game, which is today's game dedicated to breast cancer awareness for the month of October.
Excellent, excellent. So, Dartmouth will be starting up shop shortly. Here's their starters. Number 13, Gabby Velasquez. Number 14, Ava Crane. Number 2, Adeline Ablett. And Brooke Davis on the serve. And up, and 1 point for Dartmouth to start. Brooke Davis again to serve. Recovered. Number 7. Crane and a spike. On the hit. Augusto. And Dartmouth point. 2-0 Dartmouth.
A great set there by both teams.
Yep. Here's Davis on the serve. Nick.
Beautiful touch right there by number 1, Lauren Augusto.
And Dartmouth 3-0 already to start the game. Davis again to serve. Davis on the hit. Whistle blown and a point for Dartmouth. Great start by Dartmouth. Davis again to serve. And off the hands of Lauren Augusto, and that is a 4-1 Brockton point there by number 5, Ngozi Nouzi. Whistle blown. Dartmouth point. 5-0. 5-1 Dartmouth.
And Dartmouth gets the serve back.
Yep.
Serving right now for Dartmouth is number 13, the libero Gabby Velasquez.
And the umpire is talking to number 5, Ngozi Wosu, who just got the point last time.
A little bit of controversy here on the court with the Brockton Boxers.
Yeah. Gabby Velasquez to serve. Gabby serves it out of bounds. Brockton point. 2-5 Brockton in the first set. Nwozi to serve. And on the net, off the net, and Dartmouth point. 6-2 Dartmouth.
A little bit back and forth between serves here between Dartmouth and Brockton.
Now to serve is senior captain Lauren Augusto. Augusto to serve for Dartmouth. Augusto. Jenkins. Jenkins. Augusto. Jenkins. Augusto. To off the hands of Nwozu, and Dartmouth gets a point there. 7-2 Dartmouth.
Brockton wasn't able to save it there. Going right back to Dartmouth.
Let's see the replay. Couldn't able to hang on the ball there. Augusto to serve. Off the hands of Nwozu. And Crane, and Brockton scores there. 3-7 Brockton. Alyssa Sanor to serve. Augusto to Crane. Nwozu serves it up. Here's Davis. Augusto. Jenkins on the hit, and point for Brockton there. 4-7. Brockton trails by 3. Again, Sonora to serve for Brockton. Augusto serves it up. Up. And whistle blown, and a point for Dartmouth there.
One thing to note, Ben.
Aaron Gispero there.
One thing to note, Ben, is Dartmouth and Brockton already faced each other back on September 14th, where Dartmouth picked up the win in Brockton.
Yep, indeed. Crane to serve, and Crane back. Here's Augusto to Davis, off the hands, and 9-4, out of bounds, 9-4 Dartmouth. Here's Crane to serve. Serves it. Augusto. Jenkins. Serve. Off the net, and Dartmouth. 10-4. They lead there.
Great teamwork there by Jenkins and Gisparo going up to block that hit.
Yeah. Crane to serve. Nwozu. And couldn't pick up the ball. And that will be Dartmouth point. Priscilla Santos there. And a timeout has been taken. Let's look at the replay. See how she
And a pretty decent turnout today for the Dartmouth Indians crowd here. We got a lot of pink going on between every fan.
Yep. Yeah, and the left side of the crowd is from the JV and freshman varsity for Brockton Boxers, and they're cheering on their team right now. Right now, Dartmouth is coming out back onto the court as time runs out from the timeout. Ava Crane to serve. Off the hands of Nwozu, and Dartmouth point there. Great serve by Ava Crane. For the past 3 years, Ava Crane has been pretty good, pretty decent.
Yeah, starting varsity as a freshman, Ava Crane has been here a long time.
Yeah.
Deserving, very deserving of that senior captain
And off
spot.
the net, and That is a Brockton score, 5-12. Brockton is trailing by 7. And another player who played for Dartmouth since freshman is Sorrel Lawton, now at Cornell University. Davis on the spike.
Great save there by Crane.
And keeps it alive is Brooke Davis. And off the hands of Jenkins, and that will be a score for Brockton. 12-6. Dartmouth leads over Brockton right now. Here's Kiara Shields off the net and Dartmouth point.
And a change here for Dartmouth. Gabby Velasquez is coming out for number 2, Adeline Ablett.
Yep.
Serving for Dartmouth is Sophia Dias, number 10.
Off the hands. Jaspero and out of bounds, and that is a Brockton point there. 7-13. Dartmouth leads by 6. On the serve is number 7, Brendeo. Here's Brendeo to serve. And Davis. And down on the ground, and that's a Dartmouth point. Great play by Brooke Davis.
Yeah, nice touch there by Davis to get it right over the net.
Yeah. Serving is Jaspero for Dartmouth. Out of bounds, and that's Brockton's point. Out of bounds, Dartmouth point, 15-8. Great serve by number 14, DePina.
And serving for Dartmouth is number 22, Brooke Davis.
Davis to serve. Out of bounds, Brockton point. Now to serve is number 4, Priscilla Santos. Santos to serve. Augusto. Crane in!
Beautiful kill there by Ava Crane.
Beautiful play by Ava Crane there. Here's a quick replay on that play. Augusto, and beautiful kill by Crane, like you just said, Will. Out of bounds, and Dartmouth point. 17-9, Dartmouth.
A little too much on that one by Nwosu.
Gabby Velasquez to serve. Off the hands of DePina, and Dartmouth takes that set. Timeout.
Brockton calls timeout, hoping to come back here in this first set.
Yeah. But beautiful play by Ava Crane, you know. Like you just said, she's been playing since her freshman year, and nothing has changed with her. You know, her personality and her how she's in on the court.
And a fun fact about senior captain Ava Crane is she leads the team with 4.3 kills per set.
Now we see a substitution for Dartmouth. Olivia Aruda is in.
Serving for Dartmouth, number 13, Gabby Velasquez.
18-9 score in the first set. We want to thank you all for tuning in today on Dartmouth High Community Media. Here's Velasquez to serve. And didn't let that go, and that will be a Dartmouth point.
That was a beautiful serve there by Velasquez, right in the middle of the court.
Indeed.
Velasquez again.
Velasquez. And that goes out of bounds. 19-10, Dartmouth leads by 9. Nwosu to serve. Out of bounds, Dartmouth point there. 20-10. Now to serve is Lauren Augusto, senior captain. Here's Augusto. And great ace by Lauren Augusto there.
Nwosu just couldn't get to it.
Augusto now to serve. Crane off the net, and that is a Brockton point there. 11-21, Brockton trails by 10 there. Now to serve for Brockton, number 15, Alyssa Sinar. Asada Sinar. Augusto. Crane, and off the hands of number 4, Priscilla Santos. And Dartmouth is leading by 11 points now. Crane now to serve.
Getting tight here. Dartmouth looks like they might just take this first set.
Yeah. Crane to serve. Nwosu takes it out of bounds, and Dartmouth gets the point there. Here's Ava Crane to serve. Serves it. And off the net, and Dartmouth point. They need one more, and then they take this set. Crane to serve for Dartmouth.
Like you said, match point here for Dartmouth. Brockton would need a big comeback to win this first set.
Crane off the net, and Brockton scores there. Dartmouth leading by 12. Here comes number 1 for Brockton, Kiara Shields. Shields on the serve. Crane, Augusto. Jaspera, and she takes set number 1. Dartmouth takes set number 1 as well. After set 1, Dartmouth leads the Brockton Boxers. And the score for set 1 is 25-12, Dartmouth. What do you think about the first set?
I thought that was a great set by both teams, to be honest with you. Dartmouth pulled away there at the end, but could be a more competitive round in set 2. Going forward, Brockton, like I mentioned before, Brockton lost to Dartmouth already this season. Let's hope they turn it around.
Yeah, let's hope they come back though, but we'll be back right after this. We have 2 minutes left, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you guys back to the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. Dartmouth took set number 1. Um, you know, pretty good set. Ava Crane on that kill, and Aaron Jaspero, pretty good half for them. Dartmouth is coached by head coach Rachel Lassie, assistant coach Jessica Lassie, and Catherine Moniz.
Yeah, this season.
Coach Lassie is giving a high five to Adeline Ablett.
Yeah, this season, Coach Lassie has drawn up some new plays for Dartmouth against some of their tougher competition, which is a result of why they're doing so well.
Olivia Aruda is in for Dartmouth, and number 10, Sophie Dias, as well. Now to serve is number 4 for Brockton, Priscilla Santos to serve. Santos. Augusto. Ablett. Takes it up. Augusto. Crane in, another kill by Crane.
It's going to go as a Brockton point as Crane's hand hit the net going up there.
Oh, it's a Brockton point. Here to serve is Santos. Santos on the serve. Crane again. Off the hands of Nwozu. And Nwozu off the net. Davis. Crane. Nwozu. Santos. Here's Nwozu again. Serves it out of bounds off the hands of Sophie Dias. And 2-0 Brockton in set number 2. Santos now to serve. On the ground, Augusto. Ablett. Serves it up on the net, and that's a Dartmouth point. Number 18, Joy Hart there. Now to serve for Dartmouth is number 13, Gabby Velasquez. Here to serve. Velasquez off the net, and Dartmouth point. DePina couldn't keep that alive for Brockton. Tie game here in the second set. Velasquez on the serve. Nwozu off the hands, and Dartmouth point. Here is Velasquez again to serve for Dartmouth. Velasquez. Nwozu out of bounds, and Dartmouth point again for Dartmouth. 4-2 score in the second set to start off, Will.
Yeah, one thing to note here about Dartmouth is we are currently ranked number 12 in the entire state of Massachusetts.
Off the hands of Nwozu again, and Dartmouth came back after being down by 2 points. Velasquez now again to serve for Dartmouth. Nwozu up in the air and out of bounds. 6-2 Dartmouth.
Velasquez to serve.
Nwozu. Gusto. Jenkins. Nwozu on. Here's Augusto on the tip. Jenkins again, and off the net. Oh, it's still alive, and Dartmouth scores there. Here's the replay.
Yeah, nice replay there on that great rally by both teams.
Yeah. It was off by DePina there. Velasquez. And off the net, and Dartmouth scored. 8-2 Dartmouth.
And Brockton takes a timeout. One thing to note here about Dartmouth, senior captain Lauren Augusto actually leads the state in assists with 321.
Yeah. I would also like to point out, Dartmouth, not Dartmouth, Brockton, so far 0-8, 0-8 start to the second set.
Both teams are currently in their second matchup against each other, but Dartmouth's next game will be at Apponequet Regional, as Brockton's next game will be at New Bedford, facing the Whalers.
No substitutions in for Dartmouth. Pino. Augusto. Jenkins off the hands of Nwosu, and a point for the Boxers. Finally answer back after going 0 for 8. Now here's Nwosu to serve for off the net, and that's a Brockton point. Brockton already 2-0 with that serve. Nwosu again to serve. Out of bounds, and Dartmouth point. 9-4, Dartmouth.
Sub change for Dartmouth. Erin Jasparo comes in for number 4, Olivia Aruda.
Here comes Augusto on the serve. Served up. Depina, Davis. Depina again. Augusto. Crane on the kill, and Dartmouth point there. Beautiful. By Ava Crane.
Beautiful kill there by Ava Crane.
We're going to take an instant replay of that. Augusto to Crane. There you go. Here's Lauren Augusto to serve for Dartmouth. And Depina, Hart trying to get into that correction. And that is 11-4 Dartmouth. Now to serve is Lauren Augusto again. Off the net, and Dartmouth point. Hit there by number 15, Asada Sonor.
Yeah, just couldn't make it over the net for that one. Unfortunate for Brockton.
Now Augusto to serve. And off the net, and a Brockton point as it hits the sticks.
Right over the net, and it came down off of Erin Jasparo.
Now to serve for Brockton is Asada Sonor. Sada Sonor, correction. And six to 12. Brockton is trailing to Dartmouth right now. Sonor. Out of bounds, Dartmouth point. Sonor comes out. Depina comes back in for the Boxers. And off the net, Crane, and that is a Brockton point there. 7-13, Brockton. Shields comes in for Brockton. Crane off the hands of Augusto and couldn't get that up.
Yeah, I'm sure Dartmouth would love to have that one back. Close play there by Augusto.
Indeed. Shields to serve for Brockton. Off the net and Dartmouth point. Substitution change here comes in. Haley Jenkins is out. Adeline Ablett is in for Dartmouth. Off the hands of DePina and off the net. Dartmouth point. 8-15 Dartmouth.
Nice serve there by number 10, Sophia Dias.
Gusto. Ablett up. Nwozi. And it hits the net and Dartmouth point.
Brockton just couldn't get it over.
Yeah, number 6, Ava Montero on that serve there. That hit the net. Dice to serve, and that's off the hands of Lily. Of Kiara Shields there.
And Brockton will take a timeout here. As I was saying before, Ben, the Dartmouth Indians are ranked number 12 in Massachusetts, and they're ranked number 3 in the Massachusetts Division II, while the Brockton Boxers are ranked number 176 in Massachusetts and ranked number 38 in Massachusetts Division I.
Mm-hmm. And indeed, that ball almost hit us in the noggin.
Rolled right over here at the commentary table.
Yep. Including me with a broken leg.
Seems like Dartmouth again has started to pull away here in the second set. Let's hope Brockton can put it together after this timeout that they've taken.
As time ticks off out of the timeout break. Dias to serve again. DePina. Augusto. Off the hands of Davis. Augusto again. Gispero. And off the net. And Brockton point there. Augusto on Davis. And off the net. And Dartmouth point. Number 7, Brandeo there.
Brockton may be wearing red and black while Dartmouth is wearing green and white. But like I said before, tonight is all about the color pink, featured in our Dig Pink game, supporting breast cancer awareness for the month of October.
Indeed, indeed. Here, substitution comes in. Lexi Nicolosi. Nicolosi on the serve. And out of bounds. And that is a 9-19 score. 10 points. Dartmouth is leading. Nicolosi again to serve for Dartmouth. Off the net and Brockton point there. Augusto. Here's DePina. And Ramsey. Augusto again off the... DePina. This is pretty exciting there. Crane. Augusto. And off the, and bad. And
we're getting an instant replay of that great rally between both teams where Brockton pulled away at the end.
Brooke Davis couldn't get a handle on that ball there. Off the net and out of bounds. 12-19. Boston. Dartmouth needs to catch up. Needs to put some points on the board.
Brockton making a little bit of a comeback here.
Augusto. Ablett out the hands and a Dartmouth point. Off the hands by number 4, Priscilla Santos. And Dartmouth answers back. Nwosu. Here's Augusto and up. And that is a Dartmouth point. Dartmouth now leads by 9 in the second set here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. Here's Davis to serve. Off the net, DePina. Now to Nwosu. Out of bounds and a Dartmouth point. Dartmouth up by 10. Needs 3 more points to get this set. Now here is Dias to serve. Davis, excuse me. Out on the top of the wrap. Ablett off the hands of Santos and a Dartmouth point there. Great play by Adeline Ablett.
These last 2 rallies for Dartmouth have been great plays by them. Seems like the team is very focused right now, trying to win this set.
Indeed. Davis now to serve after the hit up from the Raptors. Out of bounds, Dartmouth point. A little too hard by number 15, Asada Sonor for Brockton.
It is match point here for the Indians.
Here we go. And out of bounds, Dartmouth point, and that is the match for Dartmouth. So after set number 2, Dartmouth leads 2-0. The score for this set was 25-12. We'll be right back right after this from Dartmouth Community Media.
Ian Flint. I am the Director of Music here at Dartmouth Public Schools. I also serve as the Marching Band Director for the Dartmouth High School Marching Band. The theme to this year's show is a show entitled Forgotten. It's actually a Western show, which is unique for us. The idea of doing a Western show was something that we saw a lot in the 1980s and 1990s in marching band, and we're kind of bringing that back this year, so we're really excited about that. The inspiration of this year's show comes from discussions actually from the indoor percussion season. This was a show that had been presented that might have been a possibility for an indoor show, and we really liked it, and we thought it would work really well for our marching band too. In the opening of our show, we see all of our travelers and they're kind of grasping for hope. And that's the idea at the beginning. So you'll see the performers kind of reaching out, and there's a bunch of little individual things that are occurring throughout the field. It starts out with like a kind of a Western, spaghetti Western guitar sound, and we get this little introduction that kind of builds up to this chaotic moment at the beginning of the show. And really what this opening of the show is about travelers that are just in desperation. Second part of the show, we kind of go into the idea of like just kind of we're exploring this town, and we see a Western village and kind of all the elements you would hear in like a classic Western show. So really think about kind of movie themes and any kind of thing you would think about with just kind of that classic Western idea. And we kind of explore the town, we see different areas. Each little section of the group is featured in the second part of the show. In the third section of the show, our travelers are weary and they don't have any resources, anything like that. and they come across a well that you'll see as a big prop on the field, and the performers start to pull individual pieces of fabric out that represent our water, and the idea behind the ballad is just about their discovery of this water, and it makes it a viable place that they can live. In the fourth section of the show, our travelers realize that they have water and they have all the resources they need to live in this town. So through that, it's kind of a celebratory idea of a Western. Our music is a little bit different this year. We do explore a lot of different ideas of Western music, and actually that closer is actually inspired by kind of Mexican Southwest music. So we actually have a design team that puts this together, and we're unique here at Dartmouth because a lot of our designers are actually in-house. They're actually our teachers here at Dartmouth, and that is what makes us really unique. We bring a unique voice to the marching band community, and they are the people that work in our school district. Please come join us on October 15th at 5 p.m. for our New England Scholastic Band Association show.
For the Dartmouth High School Marching Band!
And we welcome you guys back to the Carlin Lynch Activity Center for set number 3. Could possibly be the final set for the Dartmouth Indians. They're leading 2-0 here. Thoughts on the second set?
No, I thought both teams improved their play from the first set. I saw a lot more competition in the rallies, and I think both teams have locked in and gotten more focused. Going into this third set, I expect a lot more competitiveness.
Here's Davis on the serve. Off the hands of Nwosu, and Dartmouth point. Great way to start the half from Brooke Davis.
Davis to serve.
Davis again. Nwosu out of bounds, and a Dartmouth point. Too much air in that ball by Nwosu. 2-0 Dartmouth in set number 3. Davis again. Down on the ground, and an ace there for Brooke Davis.
And a nice 3-0 start to this third set by the Indians.
Davis again to serve. There's Nwosu. And a kill there by Nwosu, and Brockton answers back with a point on the board. Now to serve is number 8 for Brockton. That is Jaslyn Pang.
Pang to serve.
And Ablett. Davis. DePina off the net, and a Dartmouth point there. 4-1 Dartmouth starting the set off. Adeline, Ablett, and Dias come in. Go out. Jenkins and Cabral go in for Dartmouth. Here's the serve by number 13. Gabby Velasquez on the serve there. 4-2. Dartmouth leads in the third set.
And one thing I've noticed.
And out of bounds, Dartmouth point.
One thing I've noticed about Dartmouth that they do really well is their communication. As close as we are, you can hear them on the court, but you can see through the screen their lips moving. This team talks really well, which is a result of how they have been winning so many games.
Yeah, indeed. You know, asking for the ball, I call it, I got it, you know. That's teamwork right there. Augusto to serve for Dartmouth. And there you go, ace for Lauren Augusto. 6-2 Dartmouth. Great start from the Indians.
Augusto again.
Augusto to serve again. And off the net, and Brockton scores there. Under the net as well. Here to serve for the Santos to serve for Brockton. Augusto brings it up for Crane, and off the hands of Nwosu, and a Dartmouth point there. 7-3 Dartmouth. Great play by Ava Crane. Ava Crane now to serve for Dartmouth. Nwosu. And a Dartmouth point there by Brockton point there by number 7, Janisa Brendeo.
Dartmouth came into today coming off a win against New Bedford. Nice and competitive, while Brockton came off a loss against Bourne.
Shields to serve. Augusto. Jenkins on the kill there. I told you she's got potential, Will.
And Jenkins plays that front row so well.
Indeed. Now to substitute for Jenkins is number 10, Sophie Dias. Dias to serve. Off the net and a Dartmouth point. Brendeo serves it onto the net. 9-4 Dartmouth. Dias to serve again for Dartmouth. Off the net and Brockton score. 5-9. Brockton trails by 4 in the third set. Now to serve is Brendeo for the Boxers. Coming out is Pang, excuse me. Here's Davis. And whistle is blown. Dartmouth point.
Nice work there by the Indians. Serving for Dartmouth is number 9, Erin Jasparo.
Erin Jasparo, another senior for Dartmouth as well. Jasparo on the serve. Augusto. Ablett on the kill there. 11-5 Dartmouth. Great play there by number 9, Erin Jasparo. Correction, Ablett there on the kill. Out, and a Dartmouth score. Here's Jasparo. Off the net and a Brockton point. 6-12 Boxers trailing by 6. Coming in is Cabral, and Jasparo comes out for Dartmouth. Cabral. Davis on the kill there, and a point for the Indians.
Beautiful shot there by Brooke Davis. And Davis will serve for the Indians.
Davis to serve. Here's Ablett. And that is a Brockton point. It went out of bounds there. 7-13. Brockton is trailing by 6. As like they say in football, any given Sunday, but this is any given Wednesday. Here is Pang to come in for Brockton. Pang on the serve.
Nice serve there.
Indeed. Here's Crane on the... And that is a point for Dartmouth. Ava Crane, the senior captain for the Dartmouth Indians volleyball.
Yeah, the Boxers just couldn't get it there. I'm sure they would love to get that point back. Serving for Dartmouth is number 13, Gabby Velasquez.
Velasquez on the serve. Augusto to Jenkins. Jenkins to Crane. Peng. And off the hands of Joy Hart. And that is a point for Dartmouth. Oh, correction. Brockton there. 8-14. Brockton trails by 6. Here's Nwosu to serve for Brockton. Here's Nwosu on the serve. Out of bounds. Dartmouth point there. 15-8 score. Dartmouth leads by 7. Now to serve Lauren Augusto. Another senior captain from Dartmouth. Comes out is Olivia Cabral. Jenkins comes in. And that's a Brockton point. A kill there by Peng. Milani DePina to come in. And Crane out of, and that is a point for Dartmouth. Ava Crane on the kill there.
Dartmouth again looks like they are starting to take away in this set. Seems like Brockton might need to find an answer.
Crane on the serve. And off the hands of Nwosu, and that's a point for Dartmouth. 17-9. Timeout is taken on the play there. What would you do if you're the Brockton coach right now, Will?
I think the Boxers need to drop something new here. Whatever they're using is clearly not working, but I think the Indians just need to keep their pace going, and they will take this set. I'm sure the Boxers have an answer, though.
Yeah, Dartmouth now, like you just said, Dartmouth already beat Brockton already in their first matchup of the year on September 14th. Dartmouth won that game in Brockton, and now Dartmouth looks pretty solid on the dig pink game, like you just said.
And after this game today, the Indians will be heading to New Bedford High to play the Whalers, as Brockton...
I thought you said Apponequet.
That is Apponequet, excuse me. It's Brockton that will be heading to New Bedford to play the Whalers.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Crosstown rival. Now here is Ava Crane to serve for Dartmouth. Peng. And Crane. Gusto. Davis on the kill there. Great play by Brooke Davis.
Serving again for Dartmouth is number 14, Ava Crane.
And couldn't get enough of it. And that is a Dartmouth point, 9-19. Dartmouth leads by 10. Now here's Crane to serve. Hits the net, and Brockton point. Crane is subbed by number 21. Subbed by number 21, Victoria Carvalho Jr. The DS. And off the hands of Carvalho, and a Dartmouth and a Brockton point there.
Yeah, Carvalho couldn't get the dig there. Brockton got a nice one.
Shields to serve for Dartmouth. Brockton. And Davis off the hands of number 6 there. Ava Montero. 19-12. Dartmouth leads by 7. Now here's Shields again to serve. And Augusto. And Jaspero. And that is a Brockton point. Sparrow didn't get the hand on it.
Brockton has cut this lead to just 6 points. Maybe they can make a quick comeback here.
Here's Shields on the serve. Augusto. And off the hands. And Dartmouth point. Number 6, Ava Montero on that hit. Ablett comes in for Gabby Velasquez. Dias is in as well.
To serve for Dartmouth, number 10, Sophia Dice.
Dice on the serve. And off the hands of Carvalho, and that is a Brockton score, cutting down the lead by 6. Now here is Brandeo on the serve. Here's Nwozu. Davis. And Nwozu on the... And Nwozu gets the kill there.
Almost saved there for Dartmouth by number 1, Lauren Augusto, but Brooke Davis just couldn't keep it in.
Here's Brandeo. Serves and out of bounds. Dartmouth leads by 4 now. Only gave up only 4 unanswered points so far. Here's the serve. Ablett serves out of bounds. Shields couldn't get the hand on it, and then that is and Dartmouth now increases the lead by 5. Here is on the Augusta Davis and Nwozu off the hands of Augusto, and that is a Brockton point. Timeout. I don't. Substitution in for Dartmouth is as number 9 Jaspero comes out. Cabral comes in for Dartmouth. Davis. There's Nwozu. And Ablett out of bounds, and that is a Brockton point. Cuts down the lead by 3 points.
Ablett almost with a nice kill there, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Dartmouth struggling here on this third set. Now here's number 6, Ava Montero. Montero on the serve. Augusto. Ablett off the hands, and a point for Brockton.
Brockton has certainly made a little bit of a comeback here, cutting the lead to just 2 points. 21 Dartmouth, 19 Brockton in the third set.
Great play by Asada Senor there. Now to serve is Montero. And Crane. And Nwozu. Couldn't get it enough. Dartmouth gets a point.
Much needed
3
point
more
there from the
points
Indians.
to win for Dartmouth. This goal all goes down to the wire right here, but pretty much doesn't. But here's the serve. Augusto to Ablett. Augusto again. Nwozu. Augusto to Crane, and Crane on the kill. 23-19. Dartmouth needs 2 more points to win this game. Timeout is taken. So there is Dartmouth needs 2 more points to win this entire the game. Brockton needs 6 more to win the set. What do you think would go down if you're one of the coaches for this team? What would you say to your teammates right now, Will?
I don't know what more you can say. This has been the best set of the game so far. It's super close right now, down to the wire. Dartmouth needs 2 points to pull away, so that means Brockton really needs to come back and play their best volleyball right here, right now.
Yes. Now here's Davis to serve for Dartmouth. Now here's Davis. Davis to serve. Nwozu. Augusto. And Crane. Off the hands. Nwozu again. Shields trying to get it into it. Cabral. Here's Ablett. Nwozu. And off the hands by Dias and out of bounds. 20-23. Now to serve is number 8, Jaslyn Pang. Pang. Hit off Cabral and a point for Brockton. Lead cuts down for 2 for Dartmouth. Now here's Pang. Pang. And Crane on the kill there. 1 more point for Dartmouth, and then they win this game.
Yeah, match point here for the
This
Indians,
match.
up by 3. Gabby Velasquez to serve.
Velasquez to serve. Ablett is out, and so is Dias. Here's and off the net. Here's Dias. Off the hands, and that is game! The Dartmouth Indians come out and beat the Brockton Boxers. Your final for today from the 3rd set, it is 25-21 Dartmouth. Dartmouth moves on to 9-2 on the year, with Brockton falling to 2-7.
Great gameplay by both teams, but that 3rd set really set it off. Best set for sure for this game.
Indeed. And one more round of applause for the Dartmouth Indians coming out there and taking the win.
It's always nice to see the Indians winning their featured Dig Pink game at home.
Yeah, and this entire crowd was decked out in pink today. And before we want to wrap things up, I just want to talk to you, Will. What are your thoughts on this game?
It was a great game by both teams, honestly. Dartmouth showed a little bit more with those explosive leads in each set. Ultimately, the Indians were able to pull away, but I'm sure the Boxers aren't done yet. Plenty more games for them to go.
Indeed. All right, thank you all for watching this telecast of Dartmouth High Volleyball on Dartmouth Community Media. For myself, Ben Smith, and my partner, Will Bouffier, we say so long for now. Bye, guys.